Wanna move my feet, wanna drink my wine. Wanna move my feet, wanna drink my wine. Wanna move my feet, wanna drink my wine.
Boom. Shout out to everybody here on the live. Thank you for jumping on in. Appreciate each and every one of you for being here, sharing your most precious asset with me, and that is your time. Sorry about 2 minutes late here on the intro. I was running around. I jumped in the shower. To be honest, I was trying to get this button done. I asked my wife for help with the button, but I decided not to ask her for help. I could have, but I decided not to. Almost did the blue pocket square at the last minute, switch it to gray. There was a lot going on. There was a lot going on in my morning decision, so it's not that easy being me, all right? There's a lot going on up here. Just to get here every day, you have to admit, you got to give me credit. I'm here every single day. Of course, there's going to be 10 or 20 days out of the year. I might be a couple minutes late. All right. Shout out to everybody here on the live. Appreciate each and every one of you for being here. Let's get the lemon into the water. Let's not play games. We have doing damage mugs if you would like for $10 a piece. Doing damage mugs. They're not as big as my other mugs, but they're good to go. They're good to go. Doing damage mugs if you'd like one, let me know. Should just start giving them away. Problem is, I don't have anyone who's going to like actually seal them, put them in a box. Like, I need to get that whole. Maybe there's someone we could work together. I'll ship you the box, and then your job will be shipping out the things, and we'll do some, hey, we could figure this out at one point. Lemon in the water and stir it all around, baby. Shout out to everybody here. I would love a mug, Lieutenant Dan Dangle. I ordered like 50 of them, and they're sitting in a box in my garage. Never ended up selling any of them. Doing damage mugs. I mean, they're awesome. They're cool. I was a little unhappy. They came out and they got this like jettison move here, and all of them had it. And so I was kind of like, dude, someone ordered me from China, and again, ordered from China, right? Sketchy business. Anyway, let's break it down. Let's look at what's happening in the markets today for all you beautiful, beautiful people. A bit of a red day in the gainers and losers. 17 gainers, 46 losers. However, it was a green day for us. A lot of movement in the market. We're going to break it down right now. I would be careful shorting, and I talked about why already in my update today. So if you want to know, I'd be careful shorting. And if you want to know why, I'll let you know, but I would be careful shorting. You do whatever makes you happy, though. Shorter's going to do whatever they want. They're going to get stuck, and they're just going to be like, you know what, I'm going to do me. Do whatever makes you happy. If you want to short it to the ground. You know what I mean? All I can tell you is what I wouldn't be doing. And then you can take it from there. Was a saying that said, never doubt the lifer. People used to say that all the time. A whole group of people in the group would go one way. I would say, watch out for the divergence. They would all get wrecked. And then someone would say, never doubt the lifer. But again, I didn't say that. I didn't come up with that. Someone else did. So, hey, you could listen to the people or you cannot. It's up to them. The idea is this. If someone does something every single day, they're probably likely to be better at most people at it. Especially if they don't take a day off from it and they're constantly doing it. So you would think, hopefully, we have a pretty good handle on the market, but you never know. You never absolutely know, right? So we'll go from there. Shout out to everybody here. Let's break down Bitcoin. I was trying to change this. I'll have to do that tomorrow. Change the QR code. Anyway, shout out to everybody here on the live. Appreciate each and every one of you for being here. And let's jump in to the live stream. We have 300 beautiful people, 444 people, 158 likes. Can we get the likes up to the watchers? I would greatly appreciate it. Shout out to all the Blue Crew, CNC Ireland, everybody here, After Hours Investing, Godot Kroll, OC Benji, Kevin Baker, all the awesome regulars, Chemistry Bro coming back to the live. I seen you getting TA from other places. Ain't gonna work, man. You're gonna come back to the lifer, baby. I saw you. I seen you all around the other streams, dancing around. I watch everybody. I know I have a photographic memory. I know where everybody is at all times online. No, I'm just joking, but you'd be surprised how much I know and see because my brain can remember so much. So anyway, not to scare you, but just be careful. No. You don't want to mess with this brain. Honestly, that's what people pay for. I have a Rain Man, beautiful mind type of brain. And someone will be like, what a conceited. No, but it's just true. That's the gift I have, is just insane, hyper. I have a hyper brain, all right? It's going to do math quicker than most people. It's going to figure out concepts quicker than most people. It's going to spend more time on math than most people. It's going to do a lot of crazy things. I can't even control it. I let it do what it wants. It's the reason I'm on the line right now. It's the reason I have anything in my life, is because my brain is out of control. Pay $2.70 a day to have an active brain working for you every day. Wouldn't you like to have a brain next to your, like, you know, just a fast working brain ready for you while you're at work, while you're with the kids? This fast working brain, that's what you're paying for in my trading group. You're paying for this, baby. This is gold, man. And I know it is, because I can see what it's done for me in my life, and it's been pretty awesome. So let it work for you too. It did pretty good for me. Why don't you let it work for you? Let my brain work for you for $2.70 a day. Don't play yourself. Realize that I have a gift and I can teach you, and I can help you, and I can show you the way. So let's take a look at Bitcoin today. I see a move coming for Bitcoin, a big move coming. And what I saw here is, we'll break it down, but 1 hour time frame right off the bat, headed down, but looks like it's about to spin. The 4 hour looks beautiful. And so I woke up this morning and said, I'm going to trade the 4 hour to the upside. I'm long in here, stop loss here, and I'm going for the target all the way to 22,250. No BS. There's the trade right there, touching the 21. We got a nice bull pennant here on the RSI, suggesting we can get a bit of a move. There's no bearish divergence there. It kind of careens sideways. Lack of bearish momentum, falling volume and falling price. Everything that I like. Stochastics ready to lift off to the upside. 22 hour is double bottoming. The daily could easily flip with the 22 hour and stay pinned. I've been seeing it happen recently on bigger moves. And the 1 hour was still in a flag then. But I looked at the 15 minute and I said, well, we got to be careful, you know. And the 1 hour and the 15 minute were both oversold this morning. And so I made this rising wedge, and I said, well, yes, this rising wedge could break to the downside. And if it breaks down, it would break down to here, the beginning of the wedge, right? But look what happened. We broke out, and we stayed above this trend line. We're almost retesting this trend line. And you can see you have a shoulder, a bit of a head, and a kind of a right shoulder here forming here in a bit of a way. Not perfect. You did lose the point of control. I get it. You should go to the volume area low. I don't know why we didn't test 22,200. I'm surprised, but the bulls came in strong. And I said, once this happens, I would restructure this shape. So let's break it down what I see now. Who remembers me saying I would restructure the shape once the 1 hour broke down? Anyone remembers that? I actually even drew the shape for you, took it away and said, we'll get there when we get there. But this is the shape. And this is what I was kind of hoping for. This is a symmetrical triangle beginning to be built here. We can get rid of this little flag that did not break out on the smaller time frame that we were watching on the 15. But this is what I see here now. And that was a bearish divergence that did play out. But you had the bulls kind of stepping back into the move. So look, I see a shoulder. I see an inverted head and shoulder. You tell me. I mean, I just show you what the market shows me. I don't try to cookie code it. I don't say I think, I feel, I believe. You never hear me kind of telling you what I think is going to happen. I don't do that. I have no idea what's going to happen. I do not know where Bitcoin's going to go. Say it out loud with me, everybody. I know nothing but the fact of my own ignorance. I know nothing but the fact of my own ignorance. Say it again. I have no idea where Bitcoin's going to go. Who can say that out loud and feel okay with it? Say it again with me. I have no idea where Bitcoin's going to go. I'm not going to be right. I'm not going to be wrong. I don't need to be right. Like Bitcoin comes up. Oh, yeah, I was right. I told you it was going to the upside. Nah. Who cares? I wrote to my group recently, and it was not because I saw anything say anything. I didn't. I was just thinking to myself, when I was younger and immature, I'd be like, look at the call I made. I told you that was going up and it went up. And I was so like, look at me, look at me, look at my calls. I said Bitcoin was going up and it went up. And I just like, and then I posted to my group yesterday. I said, nobody cares that I hit Bitcoin last week. Nobody cares that I called the hidden bullish on the 22. Nobody cares that I hit, all these trades last night and AXIFinity over the weekend, and nobody cares. Everybody's here to see what happens today. And for what's your call today? Can you consistently keep doing it? That's what it is. Consistency. You could do it 1 day, 2 days. That's why I'm never impressed. Someone will come into my trading group, they'll be for the week and back. See, I told you, called it. I called it again. And I'll just be like, it's just such a lame, I'm like, it like drains me. I'm like, oh God. It doesn't happen that much. We had a guy in here like a couple weeks ago. He did it. He was like Elliott Wave all over the place. I called it. Eventually people were like, yo man, like that's just not what we do here. Like we're not about like ego. We're about just showing you the probabilities. So I just show you the probabilities. I know nothing but the fact of my own ignorance. I'm not telling you I know where Bitcoin's going. All I know is how to trade probabilities very well. That is it. That's what I want to teach you. Get the education today. Stop playing games. Start listening to Trading in the Zone by Mark Douglas and start getting it in. Look, we have 977 views today. Say we don't on the 77. Who says the 77 doesn't come through every single day? Look, the 77. See it right there? Oh, it switched, but it was there. You saw it. And then it was gone. But we saw our 77 for the day. That's happened. So now we can check off the 77. But I teach class every single Tuesday from 3 to 5:30 Eastern time. Jump on into class today. All right? You can jump in right now with the link below. Soon it will be 24 hours. You have to pay with PayPal or cryptocurrency. Email cryptolifers@gmail.com. If you would like to jump into the class tomorrow from 3 to 5:30, understand all the technical indicators that I use, understand how I'm using them, what I'm doing, and more. Get yourself educated, get situated, and get ready. Shout out to the 1777 Lifer. Shout out to a happy birthday and wish gains to the Rowdy Man. Happy birthday to Rowdy Man. 1777. Happy birthday to Rowdy Man. 1777 super chat. That's very nice of you. That's a substantial super chat. God bless you. If 10 people did that, that'd be $170 a day, right? That'd be upwards of almost $5,000 to $6,000 a month in chat revenue. You people are unbelievable. May God bless each and every one of you. Thank you for the love. Thank you for that. Gray pocket square was a good choice. I mean, it matches the gray tie, which has blue in it. And then it has iridescent blue lines, which match the blue shirt. This has fine light blue thread inside, pulling it all together. The gray then matches in the gray with the tie, and you're complete and sweet and ready to go. I mean, hey, man out there, women love a nice dressed man. I'm telling you right now, you can't go wrong. You can never overdress, in my humble opinion. Other people think so. I don't. You can always be the best dressed person in the game. Everybody sees the best dressed guy and they're like, who is that? Why does that guy have a pocket square? Who does he think he is? Every lifer man and woman should wear pocket squares. You should make women pocket squares too. Women can wear pocket squares. We can start the first women pocket square line. Dude, I had a twin sister, 2 daughters. I'm all about women in crypto, baby. I'm all about the women in crypto. I actually love my group because we have feminine energy in my group. It's not a bunch of dudes. Sausage party over there, you know what I mean? It's like a really eclectic group of people, and I really, really like what happens in the group. Captain Sam, always on point. We're all in this together. This is the great knowledge we're learning. Shout out to everybody here in the live. So, inverted head and shoulder. I see Bitcoin making a move to the upside. 15-minute looking right. About to twist to 1 hour. 4 hour looking good to me. I'm making a long call here for BTC. I like what I'm seeing, and I'm staying long. I don't really have to say anything else. I am long, baby, and you can see it. And if it dumps to the downside and makes a Bart Simpson, I'll be wrong in front of everybody. I'm just playing probabilities. This inverted head and shoulder has a 68% chance it'll break out. Maybe it doesn't. Maybe I get stopped out and look like a fool tomorrow. You never know. And if it does, it does. Right? I could never be 100%. If I was, I wouldn't be a human being. I'd be a bot or something, right? So there's no guy on YouTube that's going to hit it every time. It's just not going to happen. So if you're watching YouTube for the guaranteed exactly what to do, eventually your YouTuber that you watch is going to be wrong. It's going to happen. There's no YouTuber out there that's 100%. If they were, then nobody would watch anybody else. We'd only watch that guy, and then we'd all trade that guy's stuff, and then there'd be no one on the other side of the trade. Aha. It wouldn't make sense. Shout out to the $24 in chat revenue, 250 likes, 663 people on the live. Unbelievable. You people are amazing. May God bless each and every one of you. So I see a move. Now, what happens? Where's the bearish tones? Let's break down what I see that could be bearish. All right. We've broken down the bullish tones. Let's go look at a new chart and let's bring some more bias to the table. I want to battle my bias. I want to see if I'm correct. All right. So look, this is a rising wedge. Rising wedges break down 68% of the time. So there's an idea that this will break down to the beginning of the wedge, which is the point of control. You're battling a POC here. If you get above it, you're going to go to the value area low, though, which I believe. But if you can't, you're going to come right back down to 20,800. You're going to lose $2,000 pretty fast and furiously. You could almost say that this is kind of a shoulder ahead, and these are kind of right shoulders. I don't know, though. You dumped and came back up. I would have to say no. This trend line is holding. Is there any bearish divergence on a smaller time frame, bigger time frame? Technically, no. I mean, this swings down, and this swings down too. I mean, the bearish divergence was here, and it kind of played out already. The bears had a chance to take us down. They really couldn't do it. I feel like too many of them were already short. See, to get pushed down, you need more shorts to get you to go. But I feel like too many of the shorts are up here still holding on, hoping they can hang, about to get shredded because the shorts, you guys need more of your buddies with you, but your buddies aren't with you anymore. There's too many people that believe FOMO long and too many shorts that just can't come through. One idea, though, is look, resistance. This resembles an M. That could dump us to the downside and begin a breakdown. So, okay, that's a bearish idea there. We couldn't get back. So here, if the bulls can't break back above 22,800, expect more downside. So if we can't close a candle on the 4-hour or the daily above this line, definitely. And then a bearish retest and expect a landing point at about 21.5 and then 20,005, right? Those two areas. And then you'll have a stopover at probably 20,800. So that's the bearish idea. That's the bearish idea that I got, all right? However, I'm staying long. The reason I'm staying long is because I like the risk versus reward here. All right? And that's basically Bitcoin in a bit of a nutshell. Let's take a look at the total market cap of all of cryptocurrency. Let's go. Let's get the likes up to the lifers. Let's do it, baby. So here's the total market cap of all of crypto. Same idea. Same thing. As you know, Bitcoin has pretty big dominance right now. So if Bitcoin has big dominance, then it's mathematically common sense that the total market cap and Bitcoin are going to be pretty much twinsies. Twinsies. Okay. Okay. How will gold hold up? Ready for reverse with the Bitcoin pump. Are you still in AGIX? I think I got stopped out. I'd have to check. Yeah, I got stopped out, actually. But I won the trade because I sold 70% at the first take profit. Yeah. So I took mines. And I may go back in. But no, right now I'm out of AGIX. I sold 70% at the first take profit on a pump. Then I raised my stop loss by halfway and got stopped out. So I ended up winning the trade because I only had 30% left and I cut my stop loss in half. That's how I'm telling everybody, the first rule of trading is not to lose money. Just consistently don't lose money. I know that sounds like but that's just kind of how we look at it. Like, again, I'm not a financial advisor. Nothing I say and do should be taken as financial advice. But my first rule is not losing money. So total market cap could get to $1.08 trillion. Right now, we kind of SR flipped this area. Right here, I mean, look at it. We had a resistance. We fell through. We bounced. If we can stay above 977, of course it's 77, right? $977 billion, we're in good shape. So I like what we're seeing here. About to go back to $1 trillion and hold it. We want to hold $1 trillion. We all know that. We want to get to the $1 trillion market cap and get back above it. I'm bullish. This 4-hour is ready to rock on us to the upside. We're consolidating sideways. I like what we're seeing here. I like what we're seeing. 6-hour could flip. 8 hours a little high for us, but still could flip. I'm watching this 4-hour. I want to see the 4-hour play out. And again, we could get rejected here, double top, and break to the downside. I'm open-minded to anything. I'm neither a bull nor a bear. I'm simply a trader. I will be able to switch my position at any given moment in time. Mark Douglas, trading in the zone. Don't get caught up in your own thoughts. Always know that every single trade is completely disconnected from the last trades. Yes, there's probability, but here's something I'm going to blow your mind that I learned on Trading in the Zone. I was listening to Trading in the Zone this weekend as I was driving through the snow here in beautiful Massachusetts. It snows almost every day here or rains for the last month, and it's been gray. We've had maybe one day of sun in the last month. It's been pretty nasty. Over 70% of retail is shorting or in puts. Of course, the market will keep going up. That wick down was weak, though. Everybody, it's false move Monday. If you didn't realize you were going to get a false move today, then you're out of your mind. It's false move Monday. Every single Monday, we get a false move like clockwork. Like the one thing you know that's going to happen on Monday is a false move. Okay? Don't play yourself. Don't become a rookie. Write that down. False move Monday. Every single Monday, expect a false move. Don't get excited by your longs or your shorts until things settle off. Monday night into Monday afternoon is where things should start to kind of seem more collectively where we're going. All right? So I'm giving you the special sauce. I'm showing you what I see happening in the markets. You take it how you want it. All right? I'm the guy that told you if we didn't break this level, we were fine. I'm the guy that told you we were in a flag and everything was okay. Remember this? Remember when I said on the 22-hour we have nothing to worry about as long as we stay in this flag? So while everyone was shorting and freaking out, I told you to maintain, stay calm, and as long as we stayed above this level, we were fine, and we were. I told you that as long as we stayed above this falling wedge and we didn't get into my X box there, my big X, we were fine, and we were. That is still true, everybody. We're still very bullish. You're above the 200 SMA on the daily time frame. Very bullish. You're above the 200 SMA on the 4-hour time frame. Very bullish. So if you don't understand the macro ideas here, then you'll get caught up in the worries of the little things. Your emotions will be string and straught, and you won't know what to do. You must maintain calmness. You must be in the present moment. I always tell everyone, get rid of the past. Whatever happened in the past does not exist. You can't live in it anymore. You got to stop living in the past. It doesn't exist. If I take this and I throw this lemon down on the ground, it happened right then in the present. 10 minutes later, me throwing that lemon on the ground does not exist anymore. It happened. We can say it existed, but it doesn't exist. It's not real. Things that don't exist aren't real. Okay? Santa Claus is not real. I'm sorry, kids out there, if I hurt anybody's feelings. Santa Claus is not real. Okay? So the past is just like Santa Claus. It's over. It didn't happen. It's done. You got to live in the present moment, and that goes with trading too. That's a great way to get through life, but trading. If you focus on the present moment in time is going to be the best possible thing you can be doing for your life. Focus on the present. You can't think about all the trades that went wrong in the past. Every trade is unique to that situation in time. So this is what I wanted to teach you. Check it out. I'll look at Zen. And we'll find like a falling wedge right here. Like, see this falling wedge? Falling wedges break up 68% of the time. Agreed? Right? But look, this falling wedge and this falling wedge were completely unique. The traders that made up this falling wedge were not the exact same amount of traders that made this falling wedge. Agreed? It would be impossible, right? We had a certain amount of traders here. So every single trade is separate from the last trade. Okay? Just because you lost a falling wedge last time doesn't mean you're going to lose it this time. Just because you won a falling wedge one doesn't mean you're going to win it the next time. It's probability. That's all you have to go on. But support and resistance. Look, previous resistance becomes new support for a move to the upside. Let's talk about SR flips. I found a few easy SR flips that produced some nice gains in the last overnight. Man, last night I looked at this. Resistance. You came up. You made a falling wedge. You were right there. I said possible SR flip. Support and resistance flip. Previous resistance, we become new support. Great place to get into a trade. Boom. This would bang for about, on a wick, 37%, still holding 24% gains overnight. Gains in your sleep off of an SR flip. This is how you do it. This is how you figure out how to make money. All right? Understanding support and resistance, I can teach you every single Tuesday from 3 to 5:30. Stop playing yourself. Understand, and it's only $60 if you join the trading group, $100 if you're not in the trading group. The least inexpensive way to get yourself going. Invest in yourself today, $100. Hang out with me for 2.5 hours. And I'm going to give you every single thing that I have for those 2.5 hours, 110% of me. I'm going to give you a PowerPoint, a 9-point checklist, and more to keep you going, keep you motivated, and keep you pushing throughout this next end of the bear and into the bull market. You got to get educated. I started this a long time ago. I don't want to scare you, but I'm going to show you something that's going to blow your mind. DEGO looks nice to me inside of an ascending triangle. About to flip on the 4-hour time frame, getting parabolic. The higher low there. Low, high, higher low. You put it in a higher high. You see an uptrend forming. I could see DEGO making a big move on the macro scale. Up 28% and more coming. DEGO on the radar. DEGO. Go to BTC USD all-time history index. Okay? I'm going to type into my logarithmic view. My pi cycle log chart. All right? Look how many crazy things that I got going on here. But I'm going to take a look at my pi cycle. Where are you? There we go. All right, we're going to hit logarithmic. We're going to go to the weekly. We're going to look at Bitcoin in its entirety without the stock to flow with the pi cycle chart on here. Okay? One thing I want you to understand, look, halving April of 2016 right here. Halving May of 2020. Halving coming when? May of 2024, right about here. Okay? I got into crypto and learned everything that I got now. And, you know, all the special sauce that I've done. And I got into crypto in 2016. Okay, so right around here I got in. It took me to where we are now to get as much knowledge as I have. That's been 7 years. Okay, you have basically less than a year. You have about a year and 2 months, a year and 4 months till the halving. So you have this much time to learn what took me this much time. Now, I dibble-dabbled, and I could have probably squeezed it in a smaller amount. But I just want to tell you, get your education right now. Get into a trading group. Stop playing yourself. It's going to take you so much longer to learn what we're going to get you up to speed with in the next 4 or 5 months. And then when the rally continues, you're going to have the skills you need to pull money out of the market. If you do it yourself, you're going to trip. By the time the bull market ends, you're going to look back, and then you're going to join our trading group. And you're going to be like, man, why didn't I join the trading group when it was time? So you don't have a lot of time as much as you think you do. And I know this works in my favor as a business, but I'm just telling you, like, you got to get the education. If I didn't get into a trading group back then, there's no way I would be where I am today. Guaranteed, without a fact in my life. Like guaranteed. That's like going to school. TradingView is school. For $1,000, get an education that can make you way more money than any single college degree in the world. I'm telling you right now. I blew out my college degree with my crypto gains. Come on now. I blew it out the water. And I had no debt, right? Very little debt. So only what I lost in the crypto market. So I just got to show you that it's time to get serious. It's time to get situated. It's time to take your life into the next level. Stop playing yourself. I took my life to the next level. Look where I am now. I got serious. I quit the alcohol. I got rid of negative people out of my life. I stopped going to bars. I stopped hanging out. I stopped wasting time. I decided to focus my time and energy on what was going to serve me and others throughout the world. You can do the same thing and your life will be unbelievable. You'll look back and you'll be like, how did I get here? Discipline. First, you had the desire to change your life. That's what brings you to the live stream today. Then you had the dedication to keep doing it every single day. Then you had the discipline to do it on days you didn't feel good. I went live when I was sick. A few times I've been sick. I'm still live, pushing through. It didn't matter. I could barely get up. I still did the live because of the discipline and then the determination to not stop. I am determined to get to 100,000 subs. I am determined to make 1 million people financially free. I am determined to change the world, and you can help me if you hit that like button and keep it moving. Even if you're not hitting that like button, then you're just not part of the movement. I don't know what you're thinking. So do everything you can for your frequency to be aligned. Align that frequency with me. Hit that like button. Let's keep it moving. Layer getting a bit of a hump. I was looking at Layer, but Let's take a look at AGIX. People asking about AGIX too as well. Still inside the channel. And someone asked me about it yesterday, and I said, this thing could still boom. Look at the 4 hour. It's kind of in like a weak cup and handle. I don't know what you would call that, but 4 hour does want to move. Even pattern trading this from the bottom of the pattern to the top of the pattern would produce about 18 to 23% gains. I'm still bullish on this to the upside. 22 hours still looks good to me too. No reason to really cut it off. If this keeps kind of struggling down, we're going to get a hidden bullish. We kind of already have a hidden bullish slightly already. Still somewhat bullish on AGIX. To the upside here. All right. Still bullish on AGIX. Man, I can vouch for this. The best group in crypto. No cap, baby. Love you, man. After Your Life Vision trading course, lifers in the 99 love to help and will answer questions 24/7. Lifers love to help each other while we all practice, then gain, baby. And shout out to all the new people in the trading group. I see the trading group exploding in the last month. People jumping on our way back to 900 and to 1,000 people in the trading group. When we hit 1,000, it's going to be an amazing day. Shout out to everybody here on the live. All right. So I gave you what I believe is happening for BTC. I told you what's going on with total market cap. Let's take a look at the DXY. Everybody's a little, nervous watching the Dixie. So look, we talked about this possibly being a reversal diamond, but we said reversal diamonds, 32% can break to the downside. And lo and behold, we broke to the downside. I love it. I love it. I love it. It also was a shoulder, a head, and a shoulder like we were talking about. It did dump to the downside. We've been showing you this bear flag here. Bearish flag that has a measured move all the way down to 123. This is awesome. Thank you for that super chat. May God bless you. It just says 99, highly trained. Not sure what she's going on, but thank you. May God bless you for the $9.99 in chat revenue. You're unbelievable. So look, we can get rid of this diamond. This diamond fell to the downside. Beautiful. And remember, Bitcoin's diamond broke up. So the diamond didn't play out as suggested, which was beautiful. There was a 32% chance that we were going to get taken care of, and we did. Didn't happen. That's why it's just probabilities. So look, this is another bear flag in my humble opinion. That's just a beautiful bear flag, and we're headed further to the downside. Looks like the 4 hour is going to get rejected by 102.51 and continue to the downside. So I'm watching for this to get rejected and continue lower. 4 hours wants to roll over. 1 hour looks horrible and is about to dump. This is a good sign that Bitcoin will at least go sideways or up for the day. I see the dollar index getting rejected and dropping to the downside here on the 1 hour time frame. This is a good sign that we'll go sideways. And the shorts, I would watch the shorts because if the dollar index drops today, I don't see how your shorts are going to play out, but anything is possible. But to me, it's unrealistic, but you never know. Probability is no, but anything is happening. We always know the probability isn't 100%, so anything could happen. Is seller ready for a move? Shout out to Tori. Shout out to my man, Tori. So right now I'm going to watch today, but I see the dollar index dropping to this area. I'll pick back up from this tonight and into tomorrow. But right now I'm making a prediction. The dollar index, resistance. It has heavy resistance. Could not get above 102.57. Fell to the downside. Could it make a shoulder here? A head and a right shoulder? It's possible. We'll be looking out for that. But right now I see a rollover for the dollar index back to about 101.58. That'll be a good move for Bitcoin and the altcoins. Boom, boom, boom. High BAYC. Now, I stopped trading a lot of these high coins, but I did to put this out. This thing is up 48%. And we talked about a possible SR flip. Resistance fell about. Look, resistance there. Resistance there. Came up. Resistance there. Came back down. Could it bounce? It did. SR flip. It was gone. Understand how to use an SR flip. Understand what support and resistance is. If you're not using support and resistance, you're playing yourself. All right? You're playing yourself. I'm telling you right now. Don't play yourself. Get into class today. And honestly, we have a solution for you. If you're worried about the market, if you've been getting wrecked, if you keep shorting when we're pumping, if you keep longing when we're dumping, if you keep missing the zone, if your emotions are out of control, if you don't know where to put a stop loss, if you have no risk management, if you need help, if you know you're out of control right now, and you're worried you're just going to keep trading your account to zero, get some education today, please. The definition of insanity is keep doing the same thing over and over again without changing your behavior. If you take this class, that'll be the first thing you do in changing your behavior. I'm telling you right now, it'll have an indelible mark on your life. You hang out with me for 2 hours. All right. Shout out to Highly Trained for the 99 cent. God bless you. You're speaking my language, Sham. Shout out to Trader Timmy T, baby. Super chats, EOS, Marsh, and CELR. Let's take a look at EOS. Someone asked about EOS last night. Honestly, everything's in the same pattern. And I've been showing everybody this idea. Thought EOS, if it didn't break above this, it would come back down to the bottom of the channel. It did break above and retested the point of control. All right. But almost everything's in this same pattern. I mean, you got a cup and handle here that tended to break out, right? So here's your cup with a handle. But you got this kind of shoulder, head, and right shoulder. All right. It's the same pattern that I put out earlier today. All right. The whole market, and this is what you'll notice with me. We go over so many coins. I'm going to give you a freebie right now that I'm looking at. See how Link 3L? It's in the whole market's in this same pattern. See how EOS is in the shoulder, head, and the shoulder? In a rising wedge? Right? You get it? What happened there? That's weird. I swear I just hit it. Oh, yeah, it came out here. Sorry. But see how this is the same thing? Shoulder, head, and shoulder kind of rising up. Everything's in the same pattern. The whole market, 90% of the market's in this same pattern. So you need Bitcoin to break out for these other coins to break out. If Bitcoin gets rejected, you'll get rejected. It's simple. So you watch Bitcoin, you watch the dollar index. The dollar index suggests that the alts will pump because the dollar index is at resistance. It's a good sign. We could get a bit of a move here. So EOS, high risk, high reward, but it's a rising wedge breaking to the upside. Possible 25% gains out of EOS. Tight moving averages. You look at your 22-hour. If you're low or have some momentum, there's a chance you could continue. It has momentum. I would like it lower, but it has momentum. You do have a resistance right where you're at. You have to break above it. Rising wedges do break down 68% of the time. You have a bit, of bearish tones there, but you got your bigger rising wedge that broke out, and you're above a point of control there. You get to this high volume node at 131, it looks pretty likely. So EOS looks to me, but again, it all depends on the whole market. This isn't something that will do it by itself. A small cap could do whatever it wants. EOS really will bend with Bitcoin. Whatever Bitcoin does, EOS will be doing. Understand the idea. Let's take a look at MARSH. We went over last night on Marshall, an AI coin. On Marshall was in a tight symmetrical last night. It still is. 22-hour looks absolutely beautiful. I put this out to the trading group earlier in the morning. I like what I'm seeing for Unmarshall. Really nothing to say. 22-hour stop loss, see if it can play out. You can go into the minutia of the smaller time frames. Sometimes I do. 90% of the time, but just 10 to 20% of my trades, I'll just post up on a good-looking time frame. I'll put a decent stop loss, and I'll let it go. It is what it is. And I won't get into the whole alert system and the minutia. That's when I want to be super precise. It's up to you whether you want to do that or not. You can trade either way. You can trade what I call it generally, which means just generally look at the overall idea. Put a decent stop loss further away. The only idea is whenever I trade generally, my stop loss is way bigger. When I trade specific and get really crazy with my alert system, I'm able to kind of pinpoint a way more accurate entry. So do you want to put in the crazy work and be OCD and nail it? Or do you want to kind of just generally let it flow? Either one works. It depends on you, okay? I'm not a financial advisor. You're going to have to find what works for you. And nobody is going to trade the same, even with the same system. Nobody will trade the same, even with the same system. Understand that concept and that math, all right? Sip of that lemon water. I'm getting dehydrated. You can't beat that water, baby. And everybody, if you don't have a hardware wallet, get one today. Link in the description below. Get yourself a Trezor today, please. Stop playing yourself. Do the right thing. Put yourself in a hardware wallet today. You can even get the cheaper, less expensive first one that came out. If you don't want to fork over $200, you don't have to. You can get this nice little one. Jump in today. Get yourself a Trezor as soon as possible. I like the Trezor Touch personally. Far easier to touch, far easier to play with. Trezor Touch. Get yourself a Trezor today, all right? Don't play yourself. Get yourself a Trezor today, all right? 777s and the concurrent viewers, I love you all. 777s, baby. 777s every single time. Dude, I get this 777s, man. It's so fun seeing 777 all the time. And I'm producing those numbers because I'm creating the live, and the live gets created, and then you guys show up. We're producing that. We're making it happen. It's pretty awesome. Okay. So there's on MARSH, another super chat coming at us. Let's see here. Super chat CELR, your estimate of the next all-time high. Thinking 160K. AAVE and AVAX. I mean, I don't really know about the next all-time high. Who knows? Everyone wants to know. I mean, I'll give you an idea, I guess, on a logarithmic view. That would take some time, though. You know, I'll make a short film for that, and I'll put it out, and that'll be some content for you guys to watch. So I'm going to answer that super chat, but I'm going to do it in like a 5-minute documentary-style video that I would like you to watch. So check that out. Stay tuned. Stay focused. Let's take a look at CELR. CELR made the shoulder, head, and the shoulder. So CELR just broke out of all those little ones that we just showed you. CELR did what all those other ones are in. That shoulder, head, and shoulder. I'm showing you. If it's on every coin, it's everywhere. So I want Link to follow what CELR did. You see? Bing. 33% for Link 3L. CELR did it already. So CELR got the pop. 22 hour says there's more to go. Interesting enough. I mean, technically, it's kind of a cup and handle. There's your cup. There's your handle. It blasted to the upside. CELR. So you got your major resistance here. You got your point of control right there at 177.1 on the 77. You got a bounce here. You have a bit of an SR flip right there. Resistance, bounce. That could be a really good place for a nice support zone for a bigger move to the upside for CELR. Then you want to look at the fact that you're in this falling wedge that broke out. And you want to take the measured move, which is the length of the bolt to the base. And that's where you're likely going to go, is back to resistance. So CELR, I believe, once it gets above this point of control, it will continue to the upside. Also, it's above the 200 SMA on the 22. A lot of times that creates a catalyst for a move. I could see CELR booming up to the next resistance, 74% gains. Hey, mark me to this. Watch this. Write this down and watch it for 5 days. See if my prediction comes true. You can. I'm in a lot of trades, but I learned sometimes it's better to do one big trade. Honestly, I trade less. The more I trade, the less I trade. Classes are top notch. I'll be continuing to the advanced soon as I lock in the knowledge from the first one. Shout out to everybody here on the live. Appreciate you. ETH, HNS forming. Can we short GALA here? Please explain. I just told you the whole market looks bullish on the total market cap. So understand what the total market cap is. If you don't know what the total market cap is, I'm giving you special sauce without you realizing it. AVE, AVAX, and Ocean. Wow, super chat's coming in fast and furiously. Hey, Lifer. Hope you're having a great day. How's XYO and Covalent from Abdullah? May salam alaikum, Abdullah. May God bless you and yours. But we know double dipping on the super chats. XYO. I'll probably look at Covalent too anyway for you, though. Now, this is pumping. I don't like to chase green candles, right? 15-minute also is moving pretty nicely. I'd wait for this to flag out on the 15-minute before I would get into it again. You know, maybe it makes a flag, maybe a falling wedge. Eventually, we'll have to touch the 21-day moving average before it can continue. You can even draw like a mini fib here. Wait for it to get to the 618. These are things that I look at to get back into trades on smaller time frames. Okay. Let's take a look at AVE. I like AVE. AVE is looking bullish to me on the 3L token too as well. So AVE. Now AVE actually isn't in that inverted as much as the other ones, but it has this beautiful, you know, ascending. You can almost call it an ascending triangle, rising wedge, right? But AVE I mean, DeFi is starting to pick up a little bit, and I believe people are believing back in DeFi. We're getting some moves. So you take a look at the 1 hour time frame. It's falling low like Bitcoin. Bitcoin pumps. AAVE is gone, baby. It gets above this point of control. I don't see why it can't get to the volume area high here, up to this area. 47% gains from when we first looked at it. AAVE could boom up 37%. So I like what AAVE is doing. You look at your 22 hour. If you're low in the 22, likely that we get a move here. So I'm looking for AAVE for a move. About to get a golden cross. The last time we saw that on another coin, huge move to the upside. Remember, once you get above the 200 SMA, a big move comes. Really, no matter what time frame, and this is a substantial time frame. I see AAVE I see the whole market ripping. I'm telling you right now, while all the shorts are freaking out, I see the whole market about to rip. I'm telling you right now. And I usually don't say that. Very rare I go, the charts are conveying to me that a big rip is about to occur. Something is brewing in the market. Something is brewing in the market. All right? Something is brewing in the market. I can smell it. I can feel it. I can see it. All right? Let's look at Covalent. I haven't looked at it in a while. I remember when I put it out. Let's take a look. Did it get the AI push like all the other coins? Really didn't. Went sideways. Never got the move. Never really got stopped out, though. Just kind of was lackluster. I still believe Covalent will make a beautiful move to the upside, and it is just slowly consolidating towards the end of this bowl. A big move is coming for Covalent. 100% gains coming. I don't own any Covalent, or maybe I might own like a small amount that I bought a long time ago. I can't really remember, but it's not substantial enough for me to care. It's not like, but I mean, moving average is getting tighter and tighter. Tighter and tighter. We finally broke above the 200 SMA there. That's a good sign. I see Covalent making a huge move soon. Sooner than later. Yes, it's been very, very hard to hold. Patience is everything, right? While you're seeing other coins pop, it's not easy to hold your coin. It happens. But this is a bear market still. Remember, things will move a lot quicker in a bull market. But Covalent, highly likely to bang out 90%. It looks beautiful. CQT, USDT. Eventually. Very low risk because you don't have a lot of people to sell this coin off. It's at the bottom of its barrel. All right. I like this coin personally. Usually you don't catch me calling bottoms like that, but I like this coin a lot. The guy who created it, I believe in what he does. I believe in the vision. Covalent's a really beautiful project. It's definitely on my radar. XYO looking absolutely beautiful. XYO is kind of my trade of the week. Most obvious trade, in my humble opinion, to make a move. 1 hour, the daily looks absolutely beautiful. Of all the coins in the market, the daily looks great. We traded it in a flag here for like a huge 70, 80% gain. Now we've been waiting and waiting. XYO about to blast to the upside. I like what I'm seeing for XYO. Okay. 1 hour looks good to me. 4 hours in decision. It could pump. 22 in the daily looking good. I like XYO. It could go sideways for 2 more days, 3 more days. It could never pump. Remember, just because I talk about it, a lot of things I talk about pop. So when people see something, they think it has to pop. Then it doesn't pop. They're like, oh, man. But XYO is definitely on the radar. What a beautiful Monday, man. Feels way better than all the other Mondays we've been battling through. Let's take a look at AVAX. AVAX also on my radar. A deal with Amazon coming out. A lot of awesome news with AVAX. We put it in this channel. It did pop 8%, went sideways. Now see AVAX. All these bigger chains are stuck in the same exact thing like Matic is, like AAVE is. See, do you see that head and shoulder again? I know you see it. The shoulder, head, and the shoulder in the rising wedge. It's the same pattern. It's pushing through the entire market. All right? Pushing through the entire market. So again, I mean, it's all about Bitcoin when it comes to a large cap gem. Anything in the top 50 is going to resemble itself. See how they're all in the same pattern? AAVE's in it. AVAX is in it. Look, if I switch them both, you won't be able to tell the difference between the trades. I've seen this many times in my life because this is what I do for a living. Coins will all just be in the exact same pattern, like 80% of them. AAVE wasn't one. Which was it? Link. Any one of the top coins are going to be doing the exact same thing. So look, you go to the 1 hour time frame here. See, you see it. It's the exact same pattern. I can pick it up and put it on it. Look. And I have impeccable pattern recognition. That's something I do have. Hey. I'm not being boastful. I'm just being real. I can see patterns. Like, let's be, So look, you grab this, copy it, come over here, paste it. It's the same exact pattern. I mean, and that's like 90% of the market. So if it's going to happen, it's going to happen at the whole market. You get it? Same thing's going to happen. If I blew your mind, I don't think I should have. It's just kind of a basic idea here. So a lot of the coins you guys keep asking about are the exact same super chat. Like, you're making me do the same super chat like over and over again. It's kind of annoying, but it's okay. I get it. You don't know that, right? You're learning, so how would you know? I can't expect you to know. But these are my trading pet peeves, right? There it is again. Look, shoulder, head, and shoulder. You see, like, that one's not as perfect, but the whole market. And when I see the whole market in the same pattern, usually tells me we're going to get a big move in the way that pattern wants to go by probability. So, like, that's another inverted head and shoulder. ERG, looking for a blast. 1 hour is not where you want it to be. 4 hour is. So you go here in the 1 hour. You put an alert here. You put an alert here. When the 1 hour alert hits, right? And you want to make sure you don't lose this trend line. As long as you don't lose the trend line and the alert hits, you're good to go for a beautiful move. Now, if the 1 hour gets pushed up by the 4 hour, which I've seen happen, then you just get on any one of the retests when the 1 hour does reset, because it's going to. And it's going to hit this level, or that level. You don't know which one, but all you know is that the stochastics will be low and pin. So then what I also do is I put a blue line here and I set an alert here. This is my advanced course that I really still haven't put out yet. We got to get the advanced course out soon. So this is the idea, though. And this is how I know basically to watch ERG. So ERG is nice, looks beautiful, but to be precise and perfect, not perfect, but be the most precise that I can be, right? I don't jump into it right away, right? I wait for a more precise movement. And then I know if that level loses, I'll just get stopped out and I'll move on to my next trade. It's okay. And I don't have to risk more than I want to get into the trade. All right? 45% gains coming. You get above this point of control, you're gone. You already gapped up through the VRVP. Tells you should go to the next level. So we're watching the alert system here. I set alert on the 1 hour for ERG. All right? Set alert for the 1 hour for ERG. All right? And that's how I trade. That's how I get specific. That's how I'm able to nail pinpoint accurate entries by using all this stuff. Heart was on my radar, baby. I've been given Heart. Humans, I gave it when it first came out at half a penny. This thing is up, booming. And look, Heart continuing to pump. Up 32% out of the channel that I put it in. Heart banging on them. I put out Heart down here when it first came out at half a penny, less than half a penny, 0.004. This thing did a 3x. Telling you, man, we're making massive gains in this market. Well, nobody's looking at us. Nobody's paying attention. And that's what I like. I like us in our sweet little spot, banging on them to the upside. Look at Ocean Protocol, which is another AI project. We put it out when it first came out. We told you Ocean was hot. We went over it way before this pump happened. We went over Ocean with token metrics when it first even got mentioned. Saw this falling wedge. It was at 12 cents. It's at 34 right now. I mean, this thing did a move. 185% gains for Ocean Protocol. Sand, Ocean, and Waves. I hold Ocean long term. And now it's in the same inverted head and shoulder there. Inverted head and shoulder inside of a flag. You go to the 1 hour. Same idea, right? I mean, this one's a little different than the other ones, but it's similar. Very similar. So Bitcoin's going to pump this whole market, or we're going to struggle. I'm telling you, with the dollar index wanting to slump, it says almost every trade will play out. You haven't seen me this bullish in a long time. I'm just showing you what the charts convey. It's not me. It's not me. I don't know what's going to happen. I'm not bullish. I'm not bearish. I have no clue. I'm just going over what the charts convey. That 4 hour looks beautiful. Look at that. About to flip the 1 hour. I would not be surprised if this thing banged out for another 31% gain. This whole market is looking absolutely scrumptious. Sad to say, if Bitcoin loses a level, every single trade that I put out will drop to the downside. Every single trade will dump. All right? I just want you to understand that concept. Every single trade will dump. No guarantees. All right? Shout out to my elite pumping out more trades that you'll never see unless you're in the trading group. I'm looking at a bunch of charts that just got posted right now by the elite, but you won't see it unless you jump on in for $2.70 a day. And they've been thoroughly trained by me. Boom, boom, boom. The money does not come from the trading. It's from the waiting. Charles Munger, I think. The 22 hour and the daily look great. That's what I'm saying, baby. Super chats, Filecoin, and we're ripping through these super chats. We cover more coins on this channel than I've seen. And I used to watch almost every YouTuber from Tom Crown, Eric Crown, Mitch Ray, every single one of them. And I love them to death. They're awesome, but man, they get through 10, 20 maybe. We do like 40, 50 a day. It's insane. Filecoin, as I went over last night, I believe it's going to make this wedge or this wedge, either one, and then continue to the upside. I do see it continuing, but we're just waiting for it to consolidate. The 4-hour got a little high. It needed to reset. So we're watching this consolidation for Filecoin. All right. Same thing. And eventually we'll erase one of these and keep it in the channel that we want. Right now we can kind of do that. So we'll get rid of this. I did this last night. You don't know what's going to happen. So the fact that you make 2 flags lets you know that you don't know. Every time you tell yourself you don't know, you're going to believe the probability, not your bias. Your bias will hurt you. If you think you're right and you're not right, you'll get upset. You can't do that. You can't have your trading upset you. You can't get negative in your trading. You got to stay positive at all times. You got to find ways to be positive at every single moment in trading. All right. Big G watching. Shout out to everybody here. Shout out to Big G in the house. Love you, man. Super chat. Send in your super chats for a TA or deep dive on your coin of choice, everybody. Nearly over. Lifer Bear Market Special. If you join the 99 trading group for a year, you get 2 months plus the Lifer Vision trading course. Email cryptolifers@gmail and pay with cryptocurrency. I'm going hiking for the whole year. Gonna forage mushrooms and mugwort. Then come back in 2024. Hey, do whatever makes you happy, my friend. What is your stop loss on your Bitcoin long? Go back to the beginning of the channel and look at it. Come on, man. Like, it's all there for you. Like why do I have to, spoon feed you? Like, just go right. Like, I am super self-sufficient, right? Like, no one showed, I watched other people. No one handheld me and were like, here's your YouTube channel. Here's how you're going to do technical analysis. And, no one did that for me, right? So I expect everyone to be super independent, all right? Answer your questions from within, all right? Education means, right? Let's go over education one more time as we read it yesterday, but I'm going to read it again in the book, Think and Grow Rich. Super important that you're understanding these concepts, all right? Super important. Look, colleges and universities must face the practical consideration that all professions and occupations now demand specialists. He said, urging that education institutions accept more direct responsibility for vocational guidance. So look at this. Before you can be sure of your ability to transmute desire into monetary equivalent, you will require specialized knowledge of the service, merchandise, or profession which you intend to offer in return for fortune. Perhaps you may need much more specialized knowledge than you have the ability or inclination to acquire. If this should be true, you may bridge your weakness through the aid of a mastermind group. Andrew Carnegie stated that he personally knew nothing about the technical end of the steel business. Moreover, he did not particularly care to know anything about it. The specialized knowledge which he required for the manufacture and marketing of the steel, he found available through individual units of his mastermind group. The accumulation of great fortune calls for power. Power is acquired through highly organized and intelligently directed specialized knowledge, but that knowledge does not necessarily have to be in the possession of the man who accumulates the fortune. Okay? Thomas Edison had only 3 months of schooling during his entire life. He did not lack education, neither did he die poor. Henry Ford had less than his 6th grade education schooling, but he managed to do pretty well for himself. Specialized knowledge is among the most plentiful and cheapest form of service which may be had. If you doubt this, consult the payroll of any university. It pays to know how to purchase knowledge. Like, I'm not a good accountant. I hire a better accountant. I'm not good at accounting, so I hire an accountant. I'm not the best marketer, so I hire a marketing team. I'm good at what I do, showing up every single day, speaking well, right? Getting an idea across to others, motivating people, pushing people to the end, giving people knowledge that they can use to gain an edge in life. That is my gift. And my ability to wake up every single day, feel confident, keep it moving, and stay consistent. My consistency is the focus. The focus is what gives me my fortune in everything that I do. The consistency and the discipline is why the trades go out well, why I don't lose my account, why I'm able to maintain throughout years and years and years of trading, why I'm still here and didn't blow up my account like a lot of other people that started the years that I started trading. Okay? It's the discipline and the focus every single time. Maintain discipline and focus. Discipline and focus. Discipline and focus. Discipline and focus. Discipline and focus, please. Stop going out to the bar with random people. Stop giving your attention to random things that don't matter. Stop watching things. Stop clicking every single news thing on Apple and all this other nonsense. Get rid of the phone. I don't know where my phone is half the day. I keep it away from me. I have meetings. I'm in the charts and I'm helping somebody in a tutoring session. Stop wasting time with these social media garbage accounts. Find education. There are people on social media that are educating you with food, with exercise, with finance, with spiritual guidance, everything. Find those people. Get yourself educated just like I did. I love knowing that there is the way to break out. You will not be the same person you were yesterday. You will not be the same person you were yesterday. You will not be the same person you were yesterday. Not happening anymore. You are going to become somebody different today. My voice is thundering through you, vibrating through you. You are feeling the energy come into your body from my voice. You know you can do more. You know you can do better. And you know you're going to do something great for this world. You do nothing by living half a life. You are disservicing every single person out there by not achieving your goals and dreams. Help us find the way. Show us your light and love. Push yourself to the highest limit possible. Raise your frequency all the way. And there's nothing that's going to stop you. Nothing. I'm telling you right now, I'm talking to you. I'm talking to you. I'm talking to you. All right? Let's get back into brass tacks. Sorry, this is how I feel, man. This is the motivation. This is the motivation. This is the motivation that got me going. I would watch Tony Robbins. I would watch that other guy, that military guy, I don't know his name right now. I would watch Ed Millett. I would hear these same words being brought into me. I would vibrate. I would say, man, I got to stop playing games. I got to push myself to the highest limit possible. Okay? All right. Let's get back into brass tacks. And a lot of people can sit here and spew blah, 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 blah. I get it. Motivational speaking turns some people off. But I give you the special sauce. I show and prove. I show you the gains every single day in the trading group. It does not stop. Whether I train someone for the gains came from us from within. GALA 3L for 25% last night. Beautiful pump. Did give it back, but it pumped. 53% on centrifuge, right? BBC pumped for 23. Cult pump. Look at Suku banging on them. But look, Render took days. Banged for 95%. Axie Infinity that I talked about Saturday night for 45%. Man, I showed you the SR flip for 44%. Dematria went up 118%. I mean, this thing is out of control. Sean, we can update this. I posted in the group. If you look for it, I think you could find 188. But I mean, who cares? We nailed the biggest gainer of the weekend, Dematria. Mask pumped out of the cup and handle that I talked about. Just continues to move. And then my Elite nailing it. Suku hitting it. 116% gains for Suku. Went flat, but eventually would pop. It's actually forming another flag there, as you can see. Cult pump. Not a lot. And Clever for a little 22. BBC for a little 23. All right. But the gains just keep on coming into the trading group. It does not stop. And we're going to show you something we went over today. Lido Dow, LDO. Look, it's got that shoulder, head in the shoulder too. I had this flag. It popped. It's almost about to hit the top of my flag. Lido Dow was hot, you know? And look, it's got that same shoulder, head, and shoulder. This one's a little more elongated. This actually broke out. See this? So does Lido Dow come back for the retest of the top trend line, or does it flag? One of these. It either comes down and retest, pumps up a little more, and eventually makes a flag. We don't know exactly what's going to happen, but we're ready for each idea, and we can tackle it when it happens. All right? GeoJam fell right out. It did have kind of a head and shoulder form in there, so just something to think about. All right? Not every trade plays out. CLH Clearinghouse fell to the downside. Let's show trades that didn't play out. Look at this beautiful ascending triangle. You have to remember, an ascending triangle is a 50-50, meaning it's not like a bull pennant. It has a 50% chance either way, so you have to understand that it doesn't have the probability as high as a bull pennant, or even a falling wedge, or even a bullish rectangle. This is a bilateral pattern, and so it has 50-50 bullish or bearish. It really depends on where the stochastics are. We were low on the stochastics right here, but we got high at this point, started to break down. Once we had two candles closing below the trend line, get out. Once a trend line breaks, it's over. You don't have to wait to get stopped out. Two trend line right there, over. But there's a trade that did not play out. Not every trade's going to play out. However, look, the 21 and the 200 were far apart. All right, so there's some warning signs there that this was kind of a sketchy trade. All right, a few warning signs for sure. Cambria is a trade we really like to trade. This thing almost always produces. I don't know how or why. In another symmetrical triangle here, tighter in the zone. Boom, ba-boom. And look at that. I mean, the 1 hour looks like we could get a major move above the point of control. It would pop. That local point of control. So Cambria, interesting enough, could make a move here. 4 hour time frame could flip for you. 22 is ready to blast. So you look at the bigger time frames. That's a scalp that I would look at. Possibly 27% gains out of the scalp. Gets above that point of control. It's going to gap up through this gap here, right up to the next area that we're talking about, right to the target area, to that fib zone. So we're using VRVP, we're using MACD, RSI, stochastics RSI, support and resistance, and moving averages, as well as pattern trading, right? And combining it all to give us the highest probability of a trade, all right? Not a TA question, but can you give an opinion on KARDIA chain? Kai, maybe a quick white paper look. White paper look takes a little bit. I'm a really super detailed guy. If you ask me to go over a white paper, it would take me an hour. So you can't ask me to do a white paper look because there's no way I can half do a white paper. Just not going to happen. You know what I mean? I could half glance on it, I guess. One thing I'll tell you, you got two contract addresses. I like that. You know, I like that. It's got a $31 million market cap. KARDIA chain. I know about this project before, right? I've traded it many times on and off. What's happening here? The website's taking a little too long to load. Accessible blockchain for millions. The first interoperable blockchain in Vietnam and Southeast Asia. Welcome to KARDIA chain. The first decentralized interoperable self-optimized blockchain infrastructure. We aim to push the current boundaries by solving one of the most prominent challenges facing blockchain technology, fragmentation of the blockchain ecosystems. Our goal is to create a unified platform that combines all participants' collective strengths to lay a foundation for global blockchain mass adoption. Why KARDIA chain? Global blockchain standard for local businesses. I mean, it really didn't tell us what they do, though, right? I'd have to really dive in. Labs is a partner. I do like Labs. Aura-Jade is in there. Stay informed. White paper. See, I'm not going to sit here and read paragraph after paragraph. It's just not going to happen today. So you can't ask me to glance over a white paper and just be like, let's look at their ESUM for transactions per second, and then divided by, their sharding code and, little minutes per the REK divided by the X, 1 over 10. I mean, it looks like a pretty in-depth white paper. That's all I can really say. I'd have to spend hours on this to give you my thorough idea. I can't. I'm too detailed to just brush over this. Self-optimized blockchain. I like KARDIA chain. It's been around. I don't believe it's a rug pull. You never know, but I truly don't believe it's a rug pull. I believe it's a real company that's here to do damage and do something different. I've traded it before. I like it. I'd have to spend some more time looking at it. Staking is the process of actively participating in transaction validation of the proof of stake and KARDIA chain. As return, holders will be rewarded for KAI tokens as an incentive. Become a delegator. Read more. Our team takes pride in introducing KARDIA Smart. Yeah, just to kind of... You got to do your due diligence. Just a website never really gives it enough due diligence, right? So KARDIA chain. And what is the ticker for KARDIA chain? Is it KDI? No, it was some... It should be here, right? KAI, that's what it is. I've traded before. I was like, I knew that one. Kai. And it's on KuCoin. Let's take a look at what's happening with KARDIA chain. Funny, when I looked at the 1 hour, it even has you see it? The shoulder, the head, and the shoulder in the rising wedge. Every single thing has this remnants. Does everyone see it? What do you think when I show you stuff like this? What does this do to your psyche? I want to ask the chat here. What do you guys think when I show you that almost... a bunch of coins have the exact same pattern? Does it make sense to you? Does it confuse you? I just want to know your reaction to this. Let me know how you all think. I'm trying to find out what it does to you. Make perfect sense? Are you like, yeah, I get it? Big blessing to you, lifer. Could you check out Mana? Shout out to Bombo for the $5 super chat. May God bless you and yours, man. Thank you for the love. DXY under 102. We'll love it under 100 for us lifers. Yes, we will, baby. Bull trap or lift off. Making my empty my bank account. I see a dump. Everything follows Bitcoin. It tells me the alts are preparing for a move as fast as Bitcoin will pump. Cup and handles also in a lot of the altcoins. Simple questions. I don't want to learn TA, not something I am understanding. Can I follow trades that you share on your private group? No. If you don't want to learn TA, I want nothing to do with you. Sorry. And that's true. Like, I want people that become self-sufficient. That's like saying you want to go on a mission with me, but you don't want to learn how to use any of the tools. You just want to have me hand you a tool when you need it. I don't want to be around people like that. I'm sorry. And I'm sorry if I hurt your feelings. That's just not the type of people I want to be around. I want someone that wants to learn and wants to help others. How can you teach someone if you don't learn? How can you change the world if you don't get the skills yourself? I'm sorry, I may have been very harsh when I answered that, but I'm being honest. And sometimes honesty from an Aries may not be what you want to hear. All right. Where is Rose going? I get it, but I need more dinero. When we have ETH dominance, then altcoins. Well said. Bookmap's volume just below 23.5, along with some early shorts. Yum, yum. Let's take a look at Bookmap too and see what's going on with Bookmap. Watch the liquidity on the order book and get it ready. Come on, man. Learn the TA. I love facts. Yeah, and that's why I'm not a signals group. Go buy a signals group if you want a signals group. I'm not a signals group. All right? I give you setups that are likely to play out based on technical analysis. You have to do the math to figure out whether it fits your trading style. I will never tell you what to buy or sell. I will never, force you into a trade. That's just not what I do. I will never take control of your account. None of that. If anyone ever hits you up, hey, we're doing a new project, send us $5,000, we'll give you 15 grand back tomorrow. That is a scam. That is not me. Don't get excited that you're actually getting DM'd by someone on YouTube. All right? The second you think about it, my life is super busy. Like right after this, my wife drags me to Costco's. Then I have a meeting at 1 or 1:30. I have another meeting somewhere in the afternoon. I need to sit with my team and go over things that we're doing. I have a one-on-one at 6 o'clock. You know what I mean? So like my day is planned already. Like I don't have time to play games. All right? So I don't have time to go DMing everybody. Hey, thank you for joining the group. I have some others. If you're getting DMs from someone that claims to be me, it's not happening. It's not happening. All right? I'm too lazy to learn how to operate a fishing pole. Can I just stand next to you and take the fish out your line? I love you, bro. You're the best, man. Some coins pump here and there when Bitcoin goes sideways. But if Bitcoin dumps, most of the market goes with it. Exactly. Too busy just nailing it. Yeah, too busy just taking care of business. Shout out to Lieutenant Dan Dangle in the house. We already went over Gala and Mana, didn't we? I get a fake lifer DM every day. I know, right? Knowledge is power, baby. So KARDIA chain looks like it's going to blast like the rest of the market. You got a low 1 hour. Now, see, rising wedges break down, but they don't break down when the stochastics are low. I made a whole video about this. You're more likely to get look, that's a shoulder head and a right shoulder, in my humble opinion, that you can it's kind of squirreled away inside. 4 hours suggest a big move is coming for the whole market. I could be wrong. It would be one of the biggest wrongs I've ever had, but I could be wrong. I'm okay with it. I'll have to deal with it when it happens. It is what it is. You know what I mean? It is what it is. Thanks for sharing love. When everyone is talking about tap, please check. People are talking about Taproot, right? Or XTap or something tap. Tap on BitGet and Gate.io. No data. Someone asked me about Tap last night, XTP. $18 million market cap, Tap Global. Earn money, trade crypto, spend cash. Open your Tap account and start putting crypto and cash to work today for a better tomorrow. Get the best price for your crypto purchases. Buy and sell and track your crypto portfolio in one place. Store and send securely to your fiat. Send securely your fiat and crypto. Free card and bank deposit in the UK and in EU. Earn up to 5% APY. Get paid weekly. Your cash and crypto all in one card. Tap card is your greatest asset. Use it anywhere, worldwide, online, in stores, or ATMs. Pay in fiat or crypto. You choose. Get started. Start of an art of state-of-the-art security for your digital assets. I mean, I just don't trust any entity that wants to hold your assets for you. Not your cards, not your coin, not your keys, not your crypto. You can, buy and sell there, but I eventually, once I hold it and decide to hold long term, I'll be moving it right on to a hardware wallet. Download the app, verify your account, load your account, get started. Sucks that we can't use it in the United States. The U.S. really holds us down, man. We're not involved in, this should be because cryptocurrency is a world market. Like, watch, where is everybody from in the world? Where is everybody from right now on the live stream? I'm from Boston, right? Where's everybody from on the live stream? Let me know. App launches in the U.S. like March. Okay. Where is everybody from? We got Slovakia, right? Watch this. Romania. Let's do roll call, baby. Cancun, Switzerland, Iceland, Berlin, Ghana, Germany, Florida, New York, Germany, White House, Philippines, Canada, South Carolina, Singapore, England, Argentina, Tennessee, Florida, Toronto, Miami, Alabama, I'm missing them, Dirty Jersey, Nigeria, New Bedford, Toronto, California, Singapore, Vietnam. See, it's from all around the world. Yet a bunch of you people have access to things I don't because I'm a U.S. citizen. It's just so whack. Southern Africa, Poland, Detroit, Vietnam, Canada, Texas, Michigan, Nashville. Out of control how many people we have on the live. Unbelievable. West Virginia, my house, Trinidad, Tobago, Poland, Cali, Philippines, Mars, Morocco, the moon. You are a legend. No, you're a legend. Jupiter, Florida, Mars, Germany, Serbia. Point of the story is we're worldwide here, as you can see. Yet I'm not, but yet crypto's worldwide, yet the United States isn't worldwide. United States is being held back technologically, and we can't participate in the whole market like most people. Really pretty whack, in my humble opinion. All right? Really pretty whack. So whack, if you ask me. Near 3L getting another move here. Did it pump? I can't stand when that happens. It's got such a wick that and if I hit auto, I think it would mess me up, right? Shoulder, head, and shoulder. See, that broke out. See, a lot of them have broken out already. See? But not everything broke out yet. So what you're looking at is so you kind of take the fractal from here, right? You go to link, USDT.3L. And you paste that. And you see, you want to get the breakout. That this already did break out, though. It's very interesting how we're some are a little ahead, some are a little ahead, but they're all in the same exact pattern. Let's take a look at BOOKMAP, baby. BOOKMAP. Link in the description below to BOOKMAP. Let me explain what it is as it's about to come up on screen because it might jar you. It might jar you a bit over here. You might not really understand what's going on. All right? So look, let me give you BOOKMAP right away. BOOKMAP is a heat map. It's called BOOKMAP because a heat map shows us where the money flows. An order book shows us who's putting money on the order book. If there's a lot of orders, we're going to call it a heavy heat. So we have a book map, or a heat map with an order book. All right? That's how I look at it. Longs getting liquidated here. We can see who gets liquidated. Right now, the longs got liquidated at 20,000, 22,800 is holding. Remember the 8s, strong level. However, when we kind of zoom in here, we see a big fat order of selling at 24K. We see some orders here. She okay? Okay. 23,000. Yeah, Dad, I'm always listening for my baby, man. The second I hear something, I want to be able to be there. 23,500 area. So look, it does suggest that we have more orders to get filled up and all the way to 25K. And there's way more liquidity up in here than there is down here. Look how scant the order book is here. Thicker up in here. It does tell me that we're going to fill bigger orders up into 24,000 to 25,000. So right now, BOOKMAP is also suggesting, not immediately, but in the next, into later tonight, that we do end up going into the $23,500 to the $24,000 level. So even BOOKMAP corroborating the liquidity higher up in here than down here. All right. Look, that's 1,150 Bitcoin wanted to be sold at 24,000. All right. That's way more than the 100 Bitcoin wanted to be bought at 100. And the market will try to fill the biggest orders possible on the order book. So that's just what we're seeing there for BOOKMAP. Jen's retesting right now. ZCX making that rising wedge. Honestly, though, look at this. Look at this. What is this? Unizen, right? That's the cup and handle right there. And it's SR flipping. I mean, that's something I always look for right there. Sammy Cup and Hattie to the upside for ZCX, right? That looks absolutely beautiful. 38% gains coming out of ZCX. All right. I mean, look at your 4-hour time frame. Your 1 hour both wanted to rock out. And we can see, and this actually has the shoulder, the head, and the right shoulder too. It's the same pattern. It's just a little squigged. It's just a little different. Same pattern. Same idea. Same thing going on. And look, you have this kind of shoulder head. So I see this making a move. I mean, the whole market, I've never felt so bullish about almost most of the setups that I'm looking at. Never felt so bullish about most of the setups that I'm looking at. One hour and the 4 hour are both oversold. Very interesting to me here. Cup and handle as well. It's starting to kind of build that idea. Okay. He will give you an idea for $2, dude. Literally, the quickest one. If you need a decent look, send 5. Sam will do justice. He's great. He will get you right either way. Jasmine looking great. I like Jasmine too. I was looking at it last night. Proper update on RSI. Please send in a super chat. GALA and Mana. Let's take a look at GALA and Mana. GALA USDT on KuCoin. And I've been showing this. I mean, it just hit my target. I gave this trade 2 days ago. Hit my target. 24% gain. Sean mapped this out to the gains. 24%. And I see more coming. Could come back to the bottom of the channel, but I see more coming for GALA. And GALA, you could have put this on a, this was 60% on the 3L token. Simple stuff. A GALA trade here inside of the channel too. All right. Wondering, did I put an X next to it accidentally? I was doing that. I know I set up this trade. I either showed it on the screen share, but I showed this trade multiple times. Now I don't see it for some reason. Like, I don't see it anywhere. But I know I showed this trade because I remember going over it like so many times. I showed it almost every day in the live too, right? But there's a beautiful pattern trade right there that I put out days ago. It's weird. It's like, I'm going to find it now. No, that's weird. Let me see here. And here's the 3L booming. Gave it back up after last night. I'll put this out last night too. But that other trade I put out multiple times. It's just weird. I definitely put it out, I'm pretty sure, on the weekly screen share someday. I don't know. Anyone see this setup? You definitely have seen this setup before. Anyone saw this setup? Maybe I kept it on the live. I can't remember. I go through so many. Sol looking like it's about to pop. 50-minute and 4-hour SI on the bottom. Looking to flip up. 50-minute price moving. Bouncing off the small 618. Interesting. Something wrong with my Discord. Can't get in with the link. I will keep working on it. You might have 2 different ones, but you can contact my team. They can talk you through it. A lot of people have issues. A lot of people set up 2 different Discords, and they have like one, and they don't remember that they have 2. And we help people sort that out all the time. I need to learn more about GALA X. I don't know about this coin too much. It's just GALA. It doesn't have an X. Only on KuCoin doesn't have an X. All right. You showed it over the weekend. Thank you, man. So that was a free trade I probably put out on my live all the time, right? Look, Hero about to blast. Hero's a little coin that moves with the metaverse. Look at that thing about to blast on the 4-hour time frame. Double bottoming there. Got a W. I wouldn't be surprised if this thing blasted off. Whole market's looking insane. It's the inverted head and shoulder and everything with the 4-hour pushing. There's Card Starter broke out. Nice move, and looks like it could continue. Whole market's in this inverted head and shoulder. It's just nuts. Look at, there it is again and quick. The whole market's in it. They're not perfect. They're all in like different kind of movements of it. Here it is too, like just 1, 2. That one's just more elongated. There it is on 1 inch, the whole market. There it is on Rev, the whole market in the exact same pattern. Shoulder, head, and the right shoulder there, but it's just like, look at 8. We called this move for 8. Look at that. Cup and handle to the upside. Banged, hit the target. We'll teach you this stuff every single day, man. Victoria VR boomed to the upside. Actually, it looked like it may go again. Right? Man, VRA kept kicking it. We gave VRA at the very bottom before it blasted to the upside. Look at that. Huge move. Let's take a look at VRA. VRA getting started for a possible another move here out of this flag. That's flag city, baby. And this thing is hot right now. Big news out of Veracity. That's a bull flag ready to move. I mean, you have hidden bullish divergence. I'm telling you right now, that's like a deadly sign of a move to the upside. I love my hidden bullish. I trade it religiously. You can even see how the setups are getting easier to figure out. Like, something is changing in the market. 53% coming out of the hidden bullish divergence for VRA. That's a trade I really like. And has all the bells and whistles, hidden bullish, oversold stochastics, ready to blast off to the upside. Moving, baby, moving. My baiting meat, I love meter. Yeah, I was about, hey, dang it. I was about to put out Soul 3 out, man. Why'd you do that? That was my next move, man. We're fighting over the setups. I'm just going to go kick it on the beach. But look, the same thing, the shoulder, the head, and the sheets. Everything is in the same exact pattern. You can even call this a cup and handle in a way. But everything's in the same pattern. You can see it. It doesn't matter what it is. I got the fractals everywhere. All the 3Ls. Right? Look at that. Cup and handle for Soul 3L. All right? Let the master show the way. So look at this. Moving average is a little far apart on the 4 hour. That kind of tells you, yeah, you get one more move, you got to be wary. 22 is double bottoming, though I like it, and you're kind of holding this angle here to the upside. Rising wedges could break down. You're getting far away in the 21. There is there's some bearishness there. It's not all gravy, but the 1 hour could make a move. And look, here we got a shoulder, a head, and a right shoulder inside starting to form. Right? You get above this point of control. That's your first step to the upside. Soul 3L. So I see what y'all see. Same idea. 53% gains coming. Right? He got 49. For some reason, I got a bigger target. Not big of a deal, though. But I'm saying the same thing. All right? And see, it dipped a little bit right there into between the 0.618 and the golden pocket. Wow, and it's 11:37. Unbelievable. So I like Soul and VRA, man. Those are my two trades that are looking really, really hot. And again, we posted a lot. You got to pick what you like. And again, you might pick one that doesn't. Like, look, everything's in the shoulder. Every single trade is in the same exact place. This looks just like what we just showed you on Soul. It's the same exact trade. You get it? I'm just showing you signs, man. Like, everything is in the same exact inverted with a 68% chance of break to the upside. EXRD even getting some love here. And it could continue out of this channel. Really didn't leave the channel if you look at it here. Everything's in a rising wedge, but that's how you break out parabolically. That's how you start to get busy. This is one of my favorite projects, EXRD. I believe it's going to be a big winner long term. This is something I believe in grabbing up long term on the low. This thing will go. EXRD looking likely to me. I mean, the whole market. I'll just pick a coin. It's got the shoulder, head, and shoulder. I don't care what coin it's in. I don't care what coin it is. Except for some low cap gems are going to be somewhat different. Look, IOST. Same pattern. Dude, anything in the top like 200s in the same pattern. Fly banged on them. Look, I put this out to each and every one of y'all. Didn't hit the target, but look, it hit. No stop loss got hit in the making of this trade. Fly hit for gains. There's so many gains that I never end up putting out because I just forget. You know what I mean? Just completely forget that I even put the trade out. It's like, oh yeah, I remember when I did that. I believe it was right here. Is this it? Let me see. No, was that fly? That thing just moves. Oh, I went over this on the weekly screen share too. Weekly screen share. Fly. 118. There it is right here. Also in a flag on my radar, fly for 50% gains coming. And that was trying to find. Wait. That just messed up my head because I was like, wait. Yeah, so this was the flag that I put out. Right there. See that flag? I believe that's the flag. This is on the 4 hour. Let's just make sure. I don't want to ever be facetious. Oh, I'm looking at the wrong. Hold on. Yeah, I just got fly and rally confused. I was like, whoa. Because I saw the LY, and they look so much similar. It's so crazy. Rally did pump to the upside. So rally made a move. Rally on 113 looking interesting. Look at fly here now. Fly did make the move. It's interesting. So fly was like this, right? Stop loss would have been below this area. And fly did move. How much did it go up? 21% without hitting the stop loss. You can see we do this all the time. Falling wedge. Why? Because that support of resistance. Previous resistance became new support, touching the 200-day moving average. I mean, I do this all the time, baby. And now look, you got this kind of forming. Now you're in this falling wedge with the cup and the handle there. Then you got a bigger measured move here with the length of the bowl if that starts to break out. And you have two trades. Someone could scalp the smaller one or the bigger one, depending on, their time frame, what they want to do, and where they're at. 50%, 26%. Fly looking pretty good to me too as well. On the radar. Got the shoulder, the head, and the right shoulder too. Somewhat has that inside of the move. All right, so whole market looking really interesting to me. Something is brewing. I can smell it. All right, I've only been doing this for 15 years, so who knows? I probably have no idea what I'm talking about. Probably a waste of time. You probably should go watch another YouTuber and listen to some mindless news. You know what I mean? Or a bunch of emotional spewage. Whatever makes you happy, whatever you're going for. Whatever feeds your need to go off topic. You know what I mean? JAR. Buy zone fell out of the buy zone, then pumped back out. Technically, you'd be in the money if you did buy in the buy zone right now, right? Without getting stopped, but JAR did its thing. Let's see. I'll delete that buy zone because it didn't play out perfectly. It kind of did, but JAR did get the pump eventually. Lackluster in my humble opinion. So, I mean, we've gone over everything in the market, and you can see what has already made it out of the inverted. A few things have already done it. Jasmy just did it. See? Jasmy 3L just made the move. Everything's in the same pattern. This is like a broken record day. It's kind of crazy, right? It's good you're seeing this, though, because this is something I want you to understand. All right? Moonwell dipped and then mooned well, but it did dip first. WeMix just kept pushing to the upside. That's an amazing move. We traded WeMix on and off. Wow, Gamercoin getting a blast out of the inverted head and shoulder. See that? Simple concepts, everybody. Boom. So a lot of coins have done it already. Fear did it. Shoulder, head, and shoulder broke out. We gave you XRP3L yesterday. It boomed up for 43%. We gave it a few days ago out of the cup and handle to the upside. This didn't make the gains, did it? No. Why? Sean. XRP3L took forevers. 21%. in 4 to 6 hours, though. And the first time I put it out, man. Oh, maybe that's why, too. I'm just about, like, changing my life. And I used to watch a lot of YouTubers that wasted my life. That's why I started my channel, because I was like, to me, YouTube is a business, and giving people information is business. And I saw people wasting people's time on YouTube, and I said, man, that's a waste of time. Wow. See, when you see two different patterns, you're not sure. Momentum indicators. So if you see it inverted, but, you know, like someone just said they see a head and shoulder on VRA. Let's take a look. All right. It's good to have a biased opinion and always kind of juxtapose two different ideas. Never be 100%. It has to be one thing, right? You want to be able to kind of bounce that around. All right. So he sees the shoulder, this head, and kind of a right shoulder. To me, you kind of had a shoulder, right shoulder here that broke down already. You see? So look. You already had a head and shoulder, in my opinion, break down. So you had this shoulder, this head, and this shoulder, and the measured move was to the downside, right? And you already did that. So in my mind, it's kind of done, all right? And once you hit this and you spike back up, you kind of negated that, all right? What time frame is he on when he's looking at that? The 4 hour, so he's thicker. So he's spreading it out like this. Shoulder, head, and the shoulder. I'm sorry, but I mean, for the head to do that and then that, that's just too weird. I've just never seen a head like that in my entire life. You know what I mean? Like, it's just not like, that's the head, right? That's the shoulder. You're trying to make this a head and this a shoulder. To me, it's a little wacky. You know what I mean? Like, at one point, like, you gotta say something isn't something. You can't make anything. I mean, I guess it has somewhat of a head and shoulder feel. To me, I go to smaller time frames to pick it out. And when I did that, I showed you that we already had one play out. So, in my mind, a little messy. I don't see it the way you see it. I kind of disagree with that, in my humble opinion. But again, anything is possible. I just, to me, you're stretching too many instances of time into one. And you already kind of had a few that played out. So, but again, I could be wrong. There's no guarantees. I know nothing but the fact of my own ignorance. Okay? No guarantees at all. Let's go back to BTC, and let's take a look at what's happening to Bitcoin. Shout out to everybody still here. So we're still just kicking it. We've been sideways the entire time. 15-minute didn't even give us much of a pump, right? We do have the kind of that right shoulder in there, and we're just kind of staying stagnant. We are getting resistance at 22,900. Can't get back above it. We have to break back above that zone. All right. 1 hour time frame slowly falling down, but not losing momentum. Actually flipped back up and bounced. I see the 1 hour about to go on a tear. Look at that. 1 hour looks like it's going to aggressively turn back. Low, you have a higher low. Remember, shoulder, head, shoulder to the upside. I like what I'm seeing here for Bitcoin. 4 hour time frame's about to bend it all too. So again, you do whatever makes you happy. I'm just showing you the high probability that I believe that the charts are conveying to me. I don't know what's going to happen. There's no guarantees. There's nothing, but this is just what the charts convey. Okay? This is what the charts convey. Okay. Soul looking like it's about to pop. 50-minute flag, 1 hour. Okay. We addressed every single super chat. Super chats, Mana and Tem. Thoughts on Coinbase Wallet? Bailey transferred my tokens there. Mike in means when you dress good, it makes you feel good. And you spill out positivity. Amen. Shout out to Michael Peace. Stop market pumping. I don't know what he's saying. Lifer, that suit is fire. Shout out to Jake Scrivy. Thank you, man. It's Hugo Boss. $1,000 suit at Bloomingdale's, bro. You know, when I made my first, When my business made its first, like, I don't know, we made like 300 grand. I walked into Bloomingdale's, didn't even look at the freaking price. And I went to the salesman. I said, I want the nicest freaking suit. Show me the nicest suit. I looked at Bloom. I said, give me that. I said, I want that. They fitted me up. I didn't even look at the price. I swiped the card. First time in my life I ever didn't look at the price, and I walked right out of Bloomingdale's. Greatest feeling ever, man. I'll tell you right now. And it's not about material goods, but it's just being like, man, I used to avoid Bloomingdale's because I couldn't even afford anything in there. So I wouldn't even go in there. They would look at me funny and know I was going to spend a dime. You know what I mean? They look at me like, I used to avoid the store because I knew I couldn't buy a damn. I'm going to cry, guys. Now I can buy anything I want, like, and I don't even want it. I don't even want these things anymore that I thought I did. I just want to make other people happy. I just want to be enriched with others. I just want to have a good time with everybody else. That's all that matters. You know what I mean? So, no, I remember when I had not a pot to piss, you know what I mean? When I had nothing. I can remember working a night shift and wondering when I was ever going to get anywhere in life and thinking I was just going to be suppressed, have a boss, and be down and out. I was just... And I knew there was so much greatness in me, and I was like, when am I going to shine, baby? When am I going to shine? You know? And, oh, man. Greatest feeling ever. Great story, man. I just never forget where I came from, man. I worked a night shift for 6 years, 7 to 3 in the morning. I picked up my bike every day. I rode my bicycle to work in the rain. I lived in a 1-bedroom apartment with my wife. Like, oh my gosh. The pressure I had on myself every day, wondering if I was ever going to get out, like, was so crazy. I was so depressed some days. It was like I was in such a rut. I can remember being like so messed up in the head and like just feeling like it was never going to get out. I was never going to get out. And I would ask my wife, like, why? And she would see me go through so many mental ups and downs. And it would like tear her apart. And like, it would just, and I would stress my wife out and myself out and like my family. And like, oh my God, oh, thank you, dear Lord, for everything you've given me. I'm so blessed. I am so blessed. I am so blessed. How I started this channel, how I got into crypto, how I found Bitcoin, like, my gosh, only 5-6 years ago, my life changed forever. Dear Lord, thank you for everything you've given me. Like, I just can't believe it. I can't believe it. I can't believe it. I'm sorry. You might see I'm breaking down right now, but I cannot believe where I was and where I am now. It is, it's a lot. It hits me some days and I'm just like, oh my gosh, man. Like, and that's why I wake up in a good mood every day, because I have so much to be grateful for. I have so much to be happy for. I have so much to feel blessings about, like, you know. You know. Shout out to everybody here that helped me achieve my dreams. Like, when you show up every day, that's why I say hit that like button. Like, it's not a joke to me. Like, it's not a joke to me. Like, this isn't a popularity contest. This is my life. So when I ask people, can I get the likes up to the watchers? Like, I'm saying, like, I'm thinking about my whole life and all the days I fought to get here. You know what I mean? Like, it's just like, it's the essence of every blood, sweat, and tears that I squeezed out of my life. I love you all. I love each and every one of you. Like, what a blessing we have to be together. What a blessing we have just to feel comfortable with each other, to form this trading group, to have these connections that we have every day, you know? Congrats to your wife and your kid, man. I got 2 kids and I love them both. Blessings on blessings. Shorts getting squeezed now. Let's jump on into BOOKMAP. BOOKMAP link in the description below. If you want to get into BOOKMAP, jump on in today, please. Look at the shorts getting liquidated, 22,920. You might be one of them. We're coming for you. We're coming for you, shorties. And look, there's some liquidations on the shorts there as we're entering into 23,000. Can Bitcoin go to 23K? Very well may. Very well may. All right. Remember, hit that QR code. Hit the QR code. Hit the QR code. Why would it disappear when it's not supposed to? Anyway. Boom. All right, so Bitcoin's still in the sideways price action. It's about to breach, interesting enough, 22,009. Now we are up from when we first started the live at 22,000, what, 495? Up a nice $500. Bitcoin. Hope to meet you one day. Thank you for sharing, brother. Anytime. Super chats are closed. Everyone, I'm still watching Bitcoin in a 1 hour flag. The 4 hour looks like it's about to blast to the upside. Lack of bearish momentum here. Hidden bullish divergence tells me that we're likely to get a move to the upside. We have hidden bullish on the 1 hour as you have swing down on the RSI with a swing up on price action, which tells me that the trend should continue to the upside. We should make a high higher than this previous high. I've trusted in this so many times in my life, and it has played out. So I'm going to do it one more time. We have falling volume with falling price, which also suggests that we could get a reversal pattern. So I'm watching this. Stop loss is at 21,761. Target is at 25,253. Entry was sitting at about 22,700 area, and we are in the money now. Shout out to everybody here on the live. Appreciate each and every one of you for jumping on in. I appreciate you all for being here. Super chats are closed. Super chats, Mana and TEM. Let's take a look at Mana and TEM, and I'm out of here. Got to go to Costco's with the wife. We've been doing delivery to Costco's the last 2 months. We haven't stepped foot in the place because we tend to buy things we don't need. Okay? Mana did pop for 17%. Now it's in this beautiful flag. So I'm getting rid of this projection that I put out the other day. Mana is in this beautiful flag. I like what I'm seeing for Mana. Possibly another 18 to 20% gain coming. 26% gains coming out of Mana. And again, I got the hiccups. I don't know how. The tears, I got hiccup tears. And that's a bit of a cup and handle. Sammy cup and handy to the upside, 1156. Get your shoes on. I'll start the car, babe. Start the car. My phone's right here. Yeah, I'm doing my own laundry from now on. We had a laundry battle in the house, and I said I'm just going to do my own from now on. Don't do that. Don't ever tell your wife you're going to do your own laundry. That can start World War III. All right? My sister got a dog. It's the cutest thing I've ever seen in my life. They give it this little vest. What a cutie pie. What a cutie pie. Hi, everybody.
So your laundry is definitely piling up a little bit.
Nice. Excited.
Can't wait for you to fold it tomorrow.
I love folding laundry. It's a really good meditative thing to do. Keeps you in the zone.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
You keep saying that.
I can't wait.
You're so full.
So excited to do my own laundry. I don't like it piling up for days. No, this is not good, babe. We want to show people that we love each other all the time. Thank you, Lifer. You're helping all of us change our lives. I hope so. Super chats are closed. Hey, Lifer, love your show and daily TA. It's so energizing and joyful. Gosh dang, it's fun. Doing some TA on One Earth, but what would love to pick your brain on it. Do you get some good and bad knowledge in that sexy brain of yours? Whoa. 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 Cupcake gaming. Apparently that person thinks I'm a cupcake. Wow. Okay, so Mana on the 4 hour does want to make a move here. It breaks that point of control. The thing is gone for 26%. I'm just showing you the idea here. I almost want to stop posting. We have posted to the point of no return today in the group, but there's a lot going on. There's a lot going on. Actually, 26% gains out of Mana spot. 4 hours very bullish. Would you trade Mana, babe? For gains? Babe, would you trade Mana for gains? If someone calls you sexy on YouTube and you're a man, that's not true. We've had many women call me sexy on the live, but we don't know if they're women or not. I get it. But, man, I assume that that's not happening, all right? You can assume what you want. Maybe you want it to be like that. I don't. I am a hetero. I like women. I have nothing against anyone that does anything that they want to do, though. God bless everybody in their own beliefs. Cupcake lifer, baby. Call me Cupcake. You guys are ridiculous. Tem. Someone asked about Tem, and that was the last thing I was going to do. Tem Dow. Wow, Tem boomed. We kind of had it in this. It's been going sideways. It's still holding consolidation, which tells me that it can pump. When things consolidate like this, it's a good sign that you're going to get somewhat of a movement, right? Didn't break out of that. But it is getting tighter and tighter in this wedge. TEM Dow. I don't know anything about this. I wouldn't trade it. It's high risk, high reward. Someone just asked about it. I'm just showing them what I see. From what Billy has taught me with his insane, pattern recognition idea in the heartbeat idea is when we get this, right, Billy? Billy's not here, but if someone could show Billy up and down here, call him Sammy or Sammy. All other words are off limits. So my wife doesn't like me being called a cupcake. Cupcake is going to stick, somebody said. I'll get a cupcake, I'll get a cupcake pocket square. It'll look like a cupcake. Get out of here. Freaking cream puffs. What do I look like, a freaking cream puff over here? Hey, let me tell you something, huh? Next time you look at me like that, I'm going to take a cream puff. I'm going to shove it right up your... No, I'm just... TEM looks like it can do some damage. It is consolidating very nicely, possibly 100% gains out of TEM. I wouldn't be surprised. The whole market's starting to rip. I wouldn't be surprised if a little coin like this really just went parabolico. It definitely could. It's starting to show signs of doing it. All right. Cupcake Gaming, he said, man, I met your brain. It's so powerful. It's so powerful, man. I'm jealous, but I just keep training. Just train the brain, baby. I did a lot of freestyling growing up. That helped the brain. Having to come up with improvisational words at the speed of light will definitely push you to the highest levels possible. I'm calling Crypto Life a boss because he helped me fire mine. Shut us Sheffrey Bridges in the game, baby. Chainlink, someone invested in eCash. All right, everyone, I'm out for the day. Thank you so much for being here. Please comment, like, and subscribe. Hit the bell for notifications. You can find out when we post our next video. Remember, if you came to the channel, then you're already doing the right thing. Remember, you only have a year and 2 months before the next halving. Things are going to start ripping faster than you would ever believe. You got to get the education. Sign up for class today. I'm telling you right now, don't play yourself. Sign up for class today. It will be the best thing you ever did. Ask people in the chat. Find out the testimonials. Jump on into class from 3 to 5:30 tomorrow. Only $99 to invest in yourself and do the right thing. $60 if you're in the trading group already. $330 for 3 months in the trading group and the class included. Boom. And because we lowered the price of the class, so many people in the trading group are educated. So you're now around a bunch of educated people, not people that are just trying to learn. So get ready to be in the best group possible for $3 a day. I can't wait to see you all. Thank you so much for being here. Please comment, like, and subscribe. Hit the bell for notifications so you can find out when I post my next video. Remember, if you came to the channel, then you're already doing the right thing, baby. Crypto is life. Thank you so much. I appreciate each and every one of you. You can, you will, you are the best. You're going to change your life just like I did. You're going to change your life. I could die tomorrow. Use my knowledge today. I love each and every one of you. Get it done, baby. Get it done. No excuses. No excuses. Nick Toro, you said you could build a SaaS for us. Let us know. Email cryptolifers@gmail. Cryptolifers with an S at Gmail. Let us know what you can do. Let us see if we can bring you into the fold. God bless.